Most people buy this category wrong, not because they chose the wrong product, but because they bought it for the wrong reason. There are one or two things that actually settle this decision, and they almost never appear in the headline spec. Think about the actual moment you will reach for this. Not the unboxing, not day one, but third week in, when it just needs to work without you thinking about it. That is the bar. The Blackmagic Design Pocket Cinema Camera 4K Power Bundle CINECAM POCH DMF T4K includes two additional LPE6 batteries, dual battery charger, and solid signal microfiber cloth, is built around brand Blackmagic Design Store. That is the thing that separates it from what is sitting next to it at a similar price. It is not trying to be everything, it is trying to do this one thing at a level that earns its place. The first feature worth understanding is brand Blackmagic Design Store. In practical terms, that means you are not fighting the product to get a result. It absorbs the friction that usually slows you down. The second is incredible image quality. Features 4:3 image sensor with native resolution of 4096x2160 and an active MFT lens mount. 13 stops of dynamic range to capture even the slightest details. Dual gain ISO up to 25,600 to minimize grain and noise in all lighting conditions. This one looks minor on the spec sheet, but it is the thing you notice every single time you use it after the first 2 weeks. And the third is multiple recording options. Record your footage to SD UHS-II and CFast 2 cards, or alternatively to external SSD storage via USB-C port. Use built-in stereo microphone or attach external mics via either mini XLR or 3.5mm inputs, which is more useful than it sounds until you actually need it. Together, those three things explain why this one has the reputation it does, and why it keeps showing up in comparison lists 2 years after launch. What the listing will not tell you is that user-friendly, features lightweight carbon fiber polycarbonate composite body with a multifunction hand grip with the most important controls at your fingertips. Large, bright 5 LCD display eliminates the need for external monitor. That is the thing buyers consistently flag after extended use, and is actually more useful in practice than the spec alone suggests. Here is where I have to be straight with you though. Multiple file formats. Supports industry standard formats such as Apple ProRes in all formats up to 4K or 12-bit Blackmagic RAW, allowing you to use editing software of your choice. Also includes activation key for DaVinci Resolve Studio for post-production work. If that does not match your situation, there are better options, and I would rather you know that now than after you open the box. People who have used this long-term consistently mention user-friendly. Features lightweight carbon fiber polycarbonate composite body with a multifunction hand grip with the most important controls at your fingertips. Large, bright 5 LCD display eliminates the need for external monitor as the thing that keeps them loyal. The people who left critical reviews mostly bought it for a use case it was not designed for. I cover one of these breakdowns every day. Subscribing is the fastest way to catch the next one. On price, Amazon moves this around more than you would expect. So what I can say is that for what you are getting, the value holds up compared to the alternatives I looked at. That said, timing matters on Amazon. The link is in the description, so you can check what it is sitting at right now and decide if the timing works for you.